Hello, Victor.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, how are you today? How are you
I'm good.
today? Okay, good. Okay, it's gonna wait for right. So let's start out. Maybe
Unit 10. Track.
this. And today we'll start this activity, okay? So first of all, I need you to listen to the audio, okay? And then you complete um first of all, you complete the conversation and then you listen to check your answers. Okay? Okay, for number one, what do you think? Number one.
I think what's like in Perth?
Okay, what's the
Weather like
what the weather like in
in
in Perth?
in Perth?
Yes, okay, number two.
Well, it's always hot in January and February.
Okay. And number three.
Number three, is it always hot in the summer?
Okay, okay, number four.
Is it number four, how hot is it?
Okay, number three, you two, what is right? What is it?
It
Is it okay? Is it? Is it? Right. Number four,
How hot is it?
how hot is it? Okay, how hot is it? Yeah, good. Okay, have number five.
Number five. What's the weather like?
And what's the weather like in? Okay, wait. Oh, number six.
Number six. Well, it's winter.
There is winter. Good. Number seven.
Number seven is it's cold and snowy.
Always snowing. Okay, thanks. Now we need to listen to the audio to check the answer. Okay.
Track 10.5.
What's the weather like in Perth?
Well, it's always hot in January and February.
Is it always hot in the summer?
Yes, it is.
How hot is it?
About 28 degrees at noon. What's the weather like in Ottawa in January and February?
Well, it's winter, so it's always cold and snowy.
Okay, well done. Good job, English. Okay, we have the role played. Okay, you and I gonna play the roles. Okay, here. I'm gonna be Jack and you will be learn. Okay? So let's start. What's the weather like in Perth?
Well, it's always hot in January and February.
Is it always hot in the summer?
Yes, it is.
Okay. How hot is it?
About 28 degrees at noon. What's
Degrees.
degrees at noon? What's the weather like in
Tower.
Ottawa in January and February?
Now, it's winter, so it's always cold and snowing. Okay? Rồi, sang bằng nào em? Okay, so we're gonna twist the rule. You're gonna be Jack and then we learn. So let's start.
What's the weather like in Perth?
Well, it's always hot in January and February.
Is it always hot in the summer?
And it is
How hot is it?
about 28 degrees at noon. What's the weather? What's the weather like in Ottawa in January and February?
Well, it's winter, so it's always cold and snowy.
Okay, good. Okay, so we'll listen one more time. Okay, and then you will look at the charts. Okay, you can see you can see the line up here. You can see the line up here is shown. Okay, the degrees. Okay, the temperature and the months. Okay, in first Australia and Ontario, Canada. Okay. Hello, Hàn Vân. Yes, you are listening and look at the charts. Okay.
Track 10.5.
What's the weather like in Perth?
Well, it's always hot in January and February.
Is it always hot in the summer?
Yes, it is.
How hot is it?
About 28 degrees at noon. What's the weather like in Ottawa in January and February?
Well, it's winter, so it's always cold and snowy.
Okay. You see here. So do you have any questions for this activity? And yes, we'll move to this one. Okay, Hàn Vân. Please. Okay. However, Hàn Vân just attend the class, so I want Hàn Vân and Minh Thùy to play the roles here. Okay? Minh Thùy gonna be Jack and Hàn Vân gonna be Lan.
What's the weather like in Perth?
It's always hot in January and February.
Is it always hot in the summer?
Yes, it is.
How hot is it?
About 28 degrees at noon. What the weather like in Ottawa in January and February?
Well, it's winter, so it's always cold and windy. and snowy.
Okay, good. So guys, do you have any questions so far? Okay, so look at this conversation. How many ways to ask about the weather condition? How many ways? Okay, okay. We have the first one. What's the weather like? Okay. The second one. Okay. Is it always hot or cold in the summer or in the winter? Okay. Like, how hot is it? Okay. How hot is it? How hot is it? So there are three ways to ask about the weather conditions, temperature, and the the climate. Yeah. Okay. So let's move
Track
to the next activity. What's the weather like? What's the weather like with you? Answer the questions. Talk about your answer with a partner. Okay. So I'm gonna give each of you with like 1 minute to complete 4 questions here. Okay, I think it's kind of easy, right? And then I'm gonna pick each of you to answer the questions. Okay. So 1 minute. Start now. Number one. Hey, number one. In three.
What's the weather like in March? The weather in March is warm.
Good. Thank you. Hello. One. Number one. What's the weather like in March? What's the weather like in March?
It's rainy and windy.
It's rainy and windy. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I think it's also both of these have good question answers. Okay, number two. Any
The weather in October is cold and rainy.
October is cold and rainy. Okay, good. Okay, um, about
It's warm.
sorry,
It's warm.
it's it's
Warm.
warm. Okay, it's warm. Thank you. So how hot is it in the summer? Any.
It's about 32 degrees.
Degrees. Okay. About.
It's is a 32 degree.
Degrees. 32 degrees also. Right? And number 4. Ice is usually warm and sunny in August. About.
Yes, it is.
Yes, kitty. Any.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is okay. Good job, guys. Okay, overall, you know how to answer the question related to weather. Okay, whenever they want to ask you what's the weather like, okay, just give them the answer: rainy, windy, stormy, sunny, cloudy, or cold, warm, hot. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, this is the way. Good job, everyone. Okay, so let's move to the next activity. E. Two, three cities. Write your weather condition in chart. Take turn asking for the weather. Okay, we need to choose the cities in Vietnam. Okay, two, three cities Vietnam. And then uh you can ask your friends. Okay. Uh okay. Okay. So you're gonna give your friend three cities. You will give your friend three cities, and then your friend gonna ask you, for example, what's the weather like in Ho Chi Minh City now? Okay, it's warm and sunny. Okay, or it's hot and sunny. Okay, so between, can you give your friend three cities?
What's the weather like in Hải Dương now?
It's rainy and windy.
Okay, good. Is it?
Is it cold?
Um, no, it isn't. It's 20, it's 24 degree.
Okay, good job, everyone. Thank you. And now I'm gonna ask back to your friend. Ask your friend back.
What's the weather night in Đắk Nông now?
It is cold and windy.
Um, it, it is warm.
Is this warm?
Mm,
Con đói thì mới ăn
Yes,
nhưng nó
yes, it is. Is 28 degrees.
Okay. Degree, not disagree. Degrees. Yes. Okay. Right. One. Give me two more cities. Okay. You should not to answer the exactly numbers or the exactly weather condition in that city. I just want you to listen. I just want to listen to what you the way that you answer the question. Okay. Con không cần phải trả lời chính xác là nó nóng hay nó lạnh ha. Chỉ là cần chạm xuyên từ vựng mình đã học được rồi. Ok, không cần chính xác từ một cách thực tế đâu. Ok. Rồi, give me two more cities. Bí thầy ask your friend.
What's the weather in Hà Nội now?
It's, it's, it's sunny.
Is it hot?
Yes, it is.
Now, ask your friend.
What's the weather like in Ho Chi Minh City now?
Is warm.
It is cold.
Yes, it is.
Okay. We play one more city.
What's the weather like in in Nha Trang now?
Is
It's
is windy and cold.
Is it cold?
Yes, it is. It is
okay.
20.
Okay, and then when your friends say it is really and cold, you do not ask them, is it cold? Because they already give you the information. It's cold, right? You can ask them, how cold is it? How cold is it? Okay? Quickly ask your friend, how cold is it?
How cold is it?
Um, is is about 20 degrees.
Okay, good job. Okay, and now ask your friend what city for.
What's the weather like in Now Khai now?
Is mm, is sunny and hot.
Um, how rainy is it?
How hot is it? Or how cold is it? Okay, how hot is it? Or how cold is it?
How hot is it?
Is 30 34 degrees.
Okay, good job. Okay, so basically you know how to answer the question related to weather condition. Good job, everyone. Okay, and try to apply that in your life, in your daily life. Okay, so we're gonna move to the next lesson, the real world weather birds. Okay, who is he? What's his name? Okay, Amy,
Castle for me, Sasso.
good job. And so, what kinds of animal is he holding? What he is holding? Hello? What he is holding? What he is holding? What he
Um,
is holding?
First,
Birds, but how can we call it? Any have your friend?
Sure water.
Good job, it's a short water. Okay. So give me the meanings, name of it. Um, probably probably like a probably but short water. Here, this is your water. Okay. Yeah, hopefully. Okay. So we don't watch the video. Okay. I know you already shadowing have the okay, have the practice. Okay. Shadowing on this video, but you will watch it again.
These birds are shearwaters.
Yeah, water.
They're ocean birds. They spend a lot of time at sea finding food. Every year, they fly thousands of kilometers. In spring and summer, these birds fly to the islands in East Asia to lay eggs.
And again.
These birds are shearwaters. They're ocean birds. They spend a lot of time at sea finding food. Every year, they fly thousands of kilometers. In spring and summer, these birds fly to the islands in East Asia to lay eggs. Katsufumi Sato is a National Geographic explorer. He and his team are studying these birds. This is a baby chick. The team records the birds on the island. The scientists are looking for an adult bird. Birds lay eggs in a hole in the ground. The scientists are putting a small data recorder on the bird's leg. These recorders collect information such as wind speed and surface current. With this information, scientists can make better weather predictions.
Hey, do you want to watch this again? Okay, one more time.
These birds are shearwaters. They're ocean birds. They spend a lot of time at sea finding food. Every year, they fly thousands of kilometers. In spring and summer, these birds fly to the islands in East Asia to lay eggs. Katsufumi Sato is a National Geographic explorer.
Okay, I just turned the subtitle on, but it ultimately, okay, so it is some point it is correct to try to ví dụ chỗ này nha, ví dụ chỗ này thầy bật cái này lên, bật cái subtitle để con có dễ theo bài, nhưng mà có một đôi chỗ nó sai, thì ví dụ cho cái tên của cái ông này đó chính là Katsumi Sato là sai is wrong, okay. You have to follow the information in the picture also, okay? Do not depend on the subtitle.
He and his team are studying these birds. This is a baby chick. The team records the birds on the island. The scientists are looking for an adult bird. Birds lay eggs in a hole in the ground. The scientists are putting a small data recorder on the bird's leg. These recorders collect information such as wind speed and surface current. With this information, scientists can make better weather predictions.
That's cool, right?
Bird's leg. These recorders collect information such as wind speed and surface current.
These recorders, okay, this one, collect information such as wind speed and surface.
With this information, scientists
Okay, that's cool.
can...
Okay, so here's the control of phones, read the whole sentence, and show me your answers. Okay, Andy, you're so quick, Andy.
Katsufumi and his team study birds that spend a long time at sea. True.
Right. Thank you. And now number two. And then number two.
In the water,
Winter in the winter.
in the winter, the water fly through
East Asia.
station to sleep food.
False. Okay. Number three. Easy. That means easy. Right.
Data recorders on the bus collect information about the weather. True.
Good job. Nice. Okay. What is again to check?
These birds are shearwaters. They're ocean birds. They spend a lot of time at sea finding food. Every year, they fly thousands of kilometers. In spring and summer, these birds fly to the islands
This bird fly to the
in East Asia to lay eggs.
Fly to Iceland in East Asia.
Katsufumi Sato is a National Geographic explorer. He and his team are studying these birds. This is a baby chick. The team records the birds on the island. The scientists are looking for an adult bird. Birds lay eggs in a hole in the ground. The scientists are putting a small data recorder on the bird's leg.
Oh.
These recorders collect information such as wind speed and surface current. With this information, scientists can make better weather predictions.
Nhờ vậy mà có thể đạt được better weather prediction. Okay. In the winter, shearwater fly to East Asia to sleep. False, correct? So what did they do? What does shearwater fly to East Asia to? To what? If not to sleep, what do they do? We play. We play.
To lay eggs.
Good job to lay eggs. Okay. Okay. Good job. And activity B. Once again, complete the photo. Complete the description of the photos. Number one. Number one. Emma, scientist.
Scientists are looking for an expert.
An
Yes.
X. This.
Thì bỏ cái này
This.
bạch trứng á.
X. Okay. How about you, Victory?
Scientists are looking for an adult bird.
Oh my God, good job. An adult ha, an adult. Okay. An adult hay con? An adult. That's an adult. Not just an act, okay. An adult. Okay, good. Number two. Two.
scientists put a data recorder on the bird's leg.
Next,
Không ép.
yes, okay. Good. Number 3, how about say the birds have colored information such as what? Okay, with a watch again.
Every year, they fly thousands of kilometers. This is a baby chick. The team records the birds on the island. The scientists are looking for an adult bird.
Then here, the scientists are looking for an adult birds, okay? An adult birds.
Birds lay eggs in a hole in the ground.
The eggs in the ground.
The scientists are putting a small data recorder
The scientists are putting the data recorder
on the bird's leg.
on a bird's leg.
These recorders collect information such as wind speed
Yeah. These recorders collect information just as hang on.
and surface current.
Things are
The bird have collected information
such as
against Spain and
such as
such such Spain and South Korea.
Spain hả con? Chứ đâu có gì. Đây là coi.
Data recorder on the bird's leg. These recorders collect information such as wind speed and surface current.
Cái gì không? Là gì? Không. Wind. Okay, NA have for your friend. NA.
Wind speed.
What is wind speed? Là gì? In Vietnamese.
Wind speed. Tốc độ gió.
Yes, vận tốc gió ha, vận tốc gió. Rồi. Okay, so this is, we didn't check the answer. Okay, good job everyone. So do you have any questions for this activity? No, hello. Do you have any questions? Yes? Which one? Which one? Are you clear? Hello? Are you clear? Hello? Okay. Okay, so we'll move to the next activity, okay? You read the sentence below. Okay, each one an advantage or disadvantage of using birds to collect weather data, okay? You're gonna put A if this point is advantage, or you're gonna put D if this point is disadvantage, okay? Okay, advantage which means benefits, and disadvantage which means it's not good, and this does bring many good things, okay, for the people, okay, or for the projects of the scientists. Okay, so number 1, data recorders can photograph the birds when they fly. Photograph. Data recorders. Data recorder can fall off. When they fall off, for example, I am holding the diesel here. Fall off, fall off, fall off. So with this one they fall off. So data recorders can fall off the birds when they fly. So this advantage or disadvantage. And advantage or disadvantage. Advantage or disadvantage.
or disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Repeat after me. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Good job. Number 2. The data recorders on the birds don't cost a lot to make. Vậy thì cái này có lợi có hại. Cái ý này là có lợi có hại. Data recorders là cái ống mà cái phần mà người ta muốn thu chung con chim á. Don't cost a lot of money to make. Don't cost a lot of money to make. So it's advantage or disadvantage. And then
The data recorders on the bus don't cost a lot to make. A.
okay, advantage. Good job. 3. Number 3. Great. And now
Number 3. This
advantage. Disadvantage. Yes. Why? Because Titan can't control. What is control? What is control? Can't control. Which mean? What does mean? Just mean.
Nó là không thể điều khiển.
Yes. Okay. Which mean they can rule or they can adjust or they can take any action in the way that the person travel. Okay. So disadvantage. Number 4. Okay.
Bus can travel to travel to parts of the ocean that are difficult to reach.
Yes. Birds can travel to the parts of the ocean that are difficult to reach. Con chim nó có thể đi tới những cái vùng biển mà có độ khó để mà tiếp cận. Khó con người khó mà tiếp cận.
D.
Okay. Which means the birds can travel to parts of the ocean that the people, human beings, find it difficult to reach. Okay. So this A. Okay. Okay, I think it's enough for today. Okay. We learned about the weather condition and about the chill water, which are the birds that help the scientists to predict the weather by collecting the wind speed and the surface currents. Okay, so helpful, right? And please revise what we learned and prepare for the next activity. Remember to do your homework. Okay, do you have any questions?
No.
No, if not, you can relax now. Relax now. Okay, thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Thank you.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye. Good night.